We are in a bear market, so you might not be able to buy a new AP watch yet, but at least now you can bet on its future price. So Kalshi, basically one of the top prediction markets in the world, has just partnered with Bezel, a luxury watch marketplace, and create what's basically a prediction market for the future prices of these luxury watches. Now you can trade and bet on what's the secondary prices of Rolex, AP, Patek Philippe's, and all of that. The interesting thing here is really not about the marketplace, but about price discovery. Now, obviously, watches are like Hermès bag for men, and it always had great secondary markets, but the transparency weren't the best. It's fairly opaque. The prices were mostly controlled by large players in the marketplaces that really understands how the supply and demand works, and there were basically not much price discovery method other than these consignment stores and maybe some e-commerce marketplaces that have emerged in the past decade. Now, obviously, the prices in these marketplaces would only change if an actual buying or selling occur, which means that you probably have to dish out a lot of money, 5K, 10K, 20K, 50K, before a transaction actually occurred, and that is marked on the book as a pricing data. But now, thanks to prediction markets, everyday users starting with even just $1 can express their view and their sentiment on where the prices of these luxury watches will be going next. Now, I know the theme around prediction markets itself have a lot of nuance, obviously, whether it's a net positive or a net negative in this world, whether you're a big fan or not. I think we can all agree that when it comes down to life and death or government related situation, political, all of that, right? There's a lot of nuance here and a lot of studies still needs to be done. But I think for luxury marketplaces, this is only positives for the consumer, because you can now pretty much have a much better price discovery and a much lower barrier of entry for market participants to express their view on where the value of these watches should be going next. And it's not just from the bigger players. Anyway, this one will be interesting to watch. Maybe it's just a matter of time until there's some on-chain collateralized lending place for these watches.